virus updated and say, hey, fuck all your devices.
Right?
I'm telling you, just go to Linux. You won't have this problem, and everything will be fine.
But I'm lazy.
Okay, well then, skill issue there, sir. I don't know what to tell you.
Thank you. Skill issue, 100% skill issue.
Are you on Linux, Bill?
No. But I don't have the same problems you have. Maybe I don't. Maybe your computer's racist and just hates you and likes white people better.
Like your mic hated you earlier?
People could still hear me. I didn't have a problem.
So would actually be funny in this situation is if you both are on Windows 11, and that being the case, because that would be really fucking funny.
Okay, I'm not on Windows 11.
What are you on, Vista or something? You old bastard!
I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew that was coming. I thought you were gonna say Windows 98 or something like that. And you know what, Jay? I respect that because you went beyond just me being white. Now I'm old and white, which you're starting to move through the layers of the racism. Well done. I am actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. I really am.
Yeah. Good job.
I just realized that I'm just a fat fuck because like when you say going through the layers, I just thought of lasagna. I'm like, wait, why did that go through my head?
Are you hungry? Like, is that what's going on? Like,
I don't even need to insult you, Jay. You do it yourself.
I mean, I am a Christian, so self-flagellation is a thing.
Did you say self-flagellation or flagellation?
Flagellation. All right, I have a speech impediment. Fuck you.
No, Bill has this speech thing. What do you have?
He's just fat.
But what does fat have any fucking thing to do on how the brain and synapses fire? You're not on my 800-pound life, so it's not pressing against your brainstem.
We are absolutely terrible to each other. That was awesome, Jody.
No, I ain't gonna lie, that show's hilarious. Like, what's wrong with you? You're just fat. That's what it is. Otherwise, that shit got me. That shit broke me a little. That was hilarious.
But that has nothing to do with like the brain. Like it does. No, 2 + 2 does not equal 6, Jay. I know you grew up in the inner city schools, but fuck, come on, brother.
Oh, okay. It might have to do with some addiction issues to food, which does affect your brain. Just saying.
No, it kind of is though because I tried going on sugar and I wanted to choke somebody like after the 4th day.
Okay, but that's fair though, yeah, because like. Bro, if I don't have like caffeine, I'm ready to commit war crimes.
Like trying to wean myself off stuff like that, it's hard. It was hard. I'm still going through it because it's like, and I'm very lucky I work from home because if I had to go in the office, I probably would have slapped somebody.
Jay has resting bitch face confirmed.
Yeah, apparently Jay is the physical embodiment of resting bitch face.
I can see that.
Kristen Stewart. That was Kristen Stewart.
Wait, the Kristen Stewart, the chick from Twilight?
Yes. And that, yeah. I 100% agree. She is. If ever resting bitch face was a person, it's her.
Yes.
Okay. No, I.
Well, no.
He's like, I allow it.
Hold it. That face to no gravy. You're like, I don't get it, but I'll allow it. No, what? Come on.
Okay,
I don't see it.
So my first interaction with Kirsten Stewart was many, many moons ago when General Gravy was but a young one. And I remember her in Twilight, where it looked like the lights were on, but nobody was home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not resting bitch face. That's a where am I face. And wins lunch.
Okay, what this might be is the difference between a male perception and a female perception too. That might be a thing.
Okay.
It might be a thing. I'm just saying because I whenever I see Kristen Stewart, the picture in my head is, oh my God, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's my perception. It's like, oh my God, what is life? When do I get paid? Do I just stand here and look pretty? Like her, I never understood. Like many actors, I don't understand specific casting choices, especially when they did the Charlie's Angels movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Charlie's Angels movie.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. No, because it wasn't Charlie's Angels. It was just like, oh my God, I'm girl bossing. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ghostbusters 2016 did it way worse.
Oh, dude, that hurt my brain. That hurt my brain.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt my brain. Okay, speaking of now, okay, I want to get to this one right away. Speaking of things that are dumb and don't make sense, did you see that clip? I referenced it on Twitter, but I didn't retweet it. This woman slaps. This woman slaps a clavicular, and he just like takes it. And then he says that he's going to sue her. You see that?
Yeah, I saw what you. Yeah, I saw that clip.
Okay. There are enough people online talking about how this was set up, about how he asked her to do it, that I'm like, this feels staged. But then part of me is like, sue her ass. Sue her so bad her great grandkid had to pay it off.
Yeah.
And I stopped and I said, "Oh my God, what am I turning into?" I mean, seriously, I actually stopped and went, "I'm turning into that guy. I am literally turning into that guy. This is so stupid." He has monetized his narcissism. To the point now it is his brand. And then he rage baits this performative piece of human plastic into just the worst behavior for clicks, and I'm like, oh God, look what we've done to ourselves. I hate that I've become this. I hate this. Why am I doing this? I don't, and I'm like, oh God.
Because it's Schadenfreude. It's entertainment. We as a society have figured out that what gets clicks, what gets people into office, and what makes money is joy at other people's misfortune.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% what it is. Like, we enjoy, and I know a lot of people here, it's like, well, I don't enjoy insert whatever here. Yes, you do. You know why? Because you click it. You watch the clips, you read the posts, you engage in discussion with other people, you do it, and it shows.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I'm giving an example is how many times we can rage bait Jay about racism. But amplify that on a much grander scale.
Yeah.
Why do you think, like, it just kind of dawned on me right now. Why do you think Hassan is still doing what he's doing?
Right.
It's because it is the biggest grift and the biggest rage bait, and people fall for it every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, you probably had like that moment of like, dude, I'm you know, you're falling into the you're falling in line. Like you're clicking it because it invokes a specific reaction. Like, Jay, you of all people, because I know you have a psychology background, you would find this fascinating too.
It is very fascinating, and see the thing is that when it comes to stuff like this, especially what Hassan and Asmongold are good examples of this. because because humans have they have a natural they have a natural, I guess, curiosity when it comes to like controversial stuff like that, because it's like because it makes you think like, okay, like why did this person thinks this way, or why did this person feels how they feel, right?
Right.
And that's why reality shows got to how it got. That's why reality shows became what it became now, is because people love negative connotations of things.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Because it's like, because one, it kind of plays into our kind of like hidden our hidden narcissism. If you really think about it, because it's like, yeah, cause like that's why that Velma show on HBO Max got
Mm-hmm.
renewed for a second season. Cause people hate watched it.
Right.
you know, like you want to view something you don't like, because one, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better by comparison. That makes you go, I'm not like that person. I'm better. And two, it's like a circus. It's like, yeah, this shit is stupid to see, but it's entertaining.
Well, and it's also like a lot of people are at the point to where they want to see something of their own accord, right? Because how many times has the thought crossed your mind like, hey, a lot of people like, and I'll kind of tie this in because I was just talking to a friend of mine about it. Like, a lot of people, especially journalists wise, they hated Crimson Desert. There's an underlying factor that I found out because I was talking about it to my husband. But if you look at a lot of journalists and stuff like that, especially DSP, they hated the game. They actually gave it a low review. But if you talk to anybody else, they enjoy the crap out of it.
And part of that is that you can pick up a cat and carry it around in the game and pet it and hold it while you do stuff.
Yes.
That right. I saw a clip. I'm like, I almost bought the game right there. Like, wait. You're telling me I can pick up a cat and pet it, and when you pet it, you get +5 trust. I'm like, oh my god, I would just hold it and pet it the entire damn game and just sit there and purr and drink beer in a tavern. That's all I would do. I'd like, this is awesome. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And see, okay, take that vibe right there, and then flip it around and put it in a marathon. Okay. I played the marathon test. I even played a closed alpha version of the game. Okay, I did. I played it with some friends. Marathon is not built for people like me. Marathon is a good game. It has excellent mechanics. It has a great vibe. It is also a super sweaty death match. That's literally all it is. And you know what? It does what it set out to do. It is a futuristic Tarkov.
Right.
It is a future. It does exactly what it is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
For those people that want that type of game.
Right.
And see, this is interesting to me. This whole marathon thing is really interesting to me. People are claiming it's, the game's dead. No, the game's not dead. The game is niche. Mm-hmm. The game is very niche. I have said it on Twitter multiple times, even to my contacts at Bungie. I'm like, look, this game is good. Don't get me wrong. If I was 15 years younger, I'd be all over this game. I am not kidding. It is a surge of adrenaline literally every time you play, because you never know what's going to happen. All of the bots are tanky, and you can run into other teams at any time. Just when you think you've solved one problem, here comes another one.
Yeah.
Right. But Marathon's problem is not a game problem. Marathon's problem is actually a studio problem. Mm-hmm. If Marathon had released on its original date without any of the problems it had with the art, if Marathon had come out when Bungie had planned for it to come out, the entire narrative around this game would be completely different.
Yeah, like, Marathon almost gives me the vibe of a futuristic PUBG, almost.
100%.
Yeah.
Marathon is a good game. Marathon works. Marathon. I have several friends who are super sweaty, who love PvP. They're super sweaty, and they love the hell out of the game.
Right.
It is just an adrenaline fest.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if I was 15 years younger, it'd be a completely different vibe for me. I'd be all over it. I would be like, full speed ahead, let's play.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I'm now at a point in my life where the most stressful thing that I really want to deal with on any given day is deciding, do I want to order pizza or do I want to make something for dinner? That's really the most amount of stress I want in my day. That's it. That's honestly it. I have raised children and sent them off and dealt with grandchildren and bankruptcy and debt. I think I don't want this anymore in my life. I want to be like Jay. I just want to be fat and just like sit in one spot for the entire day. Seriously.
I mean, look, I'll say this, right? I consider myself very, very fortunate that I have a job where it's like low stress. Well, most of the time, and I get to work from home, things like that. But at the same time, for me, because like for me, like games like Marathon, Arc Raider, things like that. I don't know. It's because like it's just not. It's just I think for me it's that I'm a lot more objective based. I think that's why Arc Raiders and Marathon didn't really like appeal to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like I love to solve puzzles and do mysteries and shit. You know, like
Well,
I mean, like that's why like one of my favorite things to do is like crossword puzzles and Sudoku, because it's like I just like really to I did work my brain in a way, you know, like that's why I do what I do now. For instance, like yesterday, I was doing I was like working on stuff for 12 hours straight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't feel that long because my brain was then basically working the whole time.
So
And
Jay,
yeah.
Question for the class.
Yeah.
Who's the old man here?
All right, don't judge me, all right?
No, I'm
Too
going
late.
to judge. Yes, I'm going to 1,000% judge, because the crossword puzzle Sudoku type thing, I 100% expect out of Bill, not you.
What?
Yes.
Crossword puzzles? Really? Crossword puzzles?
Yes. I like crossword puzzles, okay?
Okay, so funny you guys say that then, actually, because have you guys ever played a game called Blue Prince?
I've heard of it.
Okay. It's on Steam. It's also on PlayStation. But it is it's a kind of like a roguelike puzzle game. So you only have so many steps to explore like this mansion, and the objective is to find like this this treasure that your rich uncle left you. And I want to say it's not generative, like it changes per round that you do, and you have to kind of like map it out, and you only have so many steps, and you do like all this stuff. It's very, very cool. Like you could definitely spend hours just trying to figure everything out. Yeah.
So they sell it on Steam. They sell some bundles, and one of the bundles is Myst.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. Wasn't that a game from like the late 90s?
Oh yeah, you want to talk about some Windows XP type games? That was one of them. But no, like, yeah, Blueprints, I think you guys would enjoy then, if you guys like games that are kind of like thought-provoking.
Well, that's Jay. No, that's Jay. No. See, I like Arc Raiders because Arc Raiders is basically a competitive hiking. Okay, Arc Raiders is basically competitive hiking.
Okay. No, I'm...
Right.
Well,
I mean, name me another game that is allegedly PvP where you drop into a lobby with 8 to 10 other randoms, and you all just decide we're going to work together. We're going to work together. We're going to work together to kill the big thing that's over there. And you all just do it. Then you all grab your stuff and you all leave. And nobody, you know, nobody knows each other. Nobody shoots each other. Somebody falls dead. Somebody gets knocked down. We run over. We revive him. We give him some heals and go, get back in the fight. Let's go. Let's go. And you all do it. And you all just have your fun. And you shoot the big thing. And the big thing dies. And you all leave. Name me another game like that, because it is a marathon. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's why I think Arc Raiders has. I think Arc Raiders has this weird community vibe that people come together for really interesting reasons, and they all there's this kind of like loosely defined unspoken community standard.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all kind of get together and you take out the big thing and you do the big puzzle and everyone gets some loot, then you all just like leave. I think it's interesting that Embark thought far enough ahead. They're like, we're going to design a weighted system to where if you shoot other raiders, we're going to put you in these lobbies. Mm-hmm. If you don't, we're going to put you in these lobbies. Now, from time to time, those lobbies do mix, okay, but it's rare. I will say about 1 out of maybe 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
1 out of 15, I would say. Maybe 1 out of 12, depending on the day. But, 1 out of every about 12 to 15 lobbies, you'll run into the 1 or 2 guys that are running around shooting other people. Okay, that's part of the game. But for a game studio to think, oh, if we want our game to be a certain way, we need to create a tool that measures that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders is competitive hiking. And it has formed this loose community. Okay, there is really no other game like it.
No, I agree.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. And so I think that speaks to what gamers want. Mm-hmm. So when you take that and you bring it all the way back to Marathon, okay, Bungie found their audience. One of the things that Destiny 2 players have wanted. There's a small subset of Destiny 2 players. They have wanted a solid PvP offering. They have it now.
Yes.
Because that is Marathon is that. Marathon is 100% the PvP that all the Destiny 2 players wanted. It's sweaty, it's intense, and things work like they're supposed to. All games have to be tuned. That's not the issue. But
now,
go ahead.
Now it kind of begs the question for Destiny 2 now, because now that Marathon has provided players with that high intensity PvP type of experience that they've always wanted in Destiny, now will Bungie go full MMORPG with Destiny moving forward? The reason why I kind of hope that they do because Bungie's biggest hurdle was trying to balance PvE and PvP because all the weapons and armor and all subclasses, it affected both modes. So now I doubt they'll do this, but part of me kind of wants to. I kind of want them to do what Warframe did. What the? Okay, that's his.
Okay, Warframe. Yes, go on.
What the fuck was that? that's kind of that broke my entire train of thought. What the? No, first, pause. What the fuck are you sharing on here? What's this? What the hell is this?
What, you don't want the barbecue chicken wing scented candle?
No, bitch. I'm talking about the one you did before. Don't run away from this. What the hell is this? That shit broke my brain. Like, what the hell?
You're welcome.
Oh, God. Damn it.
Anyway,
right.
Yeah, Warframe.
All right, so Warframe had their own version of PvP called, called the Conclave. They used to have that. They still have it, but it's been phased out pretty much because no one played Conclave. They went all in on PvE. I kind of want Bungie to do that. Now, I want them to have the Crucible just there, but I want them to put an even bigger focus on PvE because Destiny has always been a story-based game ever since the beginning. And with Marathon providing that PvP kind of experience, I feel like now they can kind of have a little bit of breathing room. Like a little bit of breathing room to kind of focus on things. And with their next expansion coming in, in 3 months, 3 months or less or so, I think now is a good time to kind of go back to the original plan of going full MMORPG, because that and it's kind of funny because now I think extraction shooters are going to be like the new battle royale, because like ever since the days of like DayZ, I kind of started everything off. Extraction shooters has always been like that. Like it's like that just thrill ride that people who love love that kind of experience get to play a lot. And I kind of and I kind of do see that being like a kind of like a meta niche going forward, because let's be honest, like battle royales had its time in the sun. Everyone's tried it, didn't work as well they thought it did. Call of Duty, like first person shooters are pretty much a cookie cutter. So I think now we have extraction shooters. Speaking of extraction shooters, I have started playing the Division 2. I love that game, but I hate the Dark Zone because the Dark Zone is full of
sucks.
it's full of people who act like vultures.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Just a random thought that popped into my head. Do you know there's probably there is a game that's probably 90% finished out there right now, but hasn't been published. And when I bring it up, you'll know why. How about this as like a thought experiment? What if somebody bought the code and the rights to Doc's old game, Midnight Society? Repackage it, renamed it, buy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buy it, rework it, maybe give it a new name, maybe put some new vibes on it, but keep the base engine and the assets and make it something else. Given where we're at right now with the industry, that comes off to me as a solid investment. Now, I don't know the legal portion of that. Like, I'm sure that you could buy the code. It wouldn't be too hard to do. I'm sure if you knew, I'm sure if you knew who to call, be like, hey, look, what's it going to cost for this? I just think that it would be something that if a studio had some money and be like, what's the fastest way that we can get something out the door? Oh, look, there's this game that's like 85% done, 90% done. It's an asset, but it's a distressed asset. You just take it, you buy it, you repackage it, change the art a little bit, change the name, change some overarching themes in it, but the basic engine is there.
Oh yeah, it's already almost done. It's
right.
It's like buying a project car, and the only thing it needs is just the spark plugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well. Okay. Or buying a car that was slightly modified to run drugs, and you're like, look, I can get this car. Engine works. Engine works. Engine works, and the transmission's great, and it drives in a straight line. The pieces work, but it's been chopped up because they added a bunch of compartments and then to store drugs. What if I just bought the frame, the engine, and the suspension, and decided, I'm gonna get the old shell of a Shelby Mustang and throw it on top and see what happens.
Yeah. Which they've done that plenty of times. Like,
right?
Yeah, like there's a whole like racing division of people who do that. Like I
Right.
thought Shelby. So slight car geek kind of moment. I thought that there was just an endless supply of Shelby GTs. If you guys have ever seen those. But what I didn't know was that you could buy, there's a kit you could buy and you can assemble it and do the thing. So that was one of my Santa Claus kind of moments, and I was really sad.
So I used to think the same thing. I would see a car. It's like, wait, is that a Shelby GT?
Yeah.
And then you figure out, oh, wait a minute. You're telling me this used car is $5,000, looks like a Shelby GT, and you you go to the listing, you scroll through it, and at the bottom it says, this is a kit car. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. I know what you did. I know exactly what you did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's one of those Santa Claus kind of moments. You're just like, you're so happy because you're like, oh, I can own my own original Shelby GT. And then it's like, oh, it's a kit. Okay.
Okay, shucks. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. It's like, all right, well, I'll look at this, Boss 302, like maybe actually, you know what's funny? I made a joke with my dad last time I went to go see him back in California. So we went to Hobby Lobby and I was like, yeah, Dad, I really want a Boss 302 one of these days. So we go shopping because we're shopping for stuff for my little brother's wedding. And he comes out and he goes, well, here you go. This is about as close as you're going to, of me buying you a car.
Dad coming in hot.
I was like, all right, smartass, fucking.
Dad coming in hot with the, oh, okay. I just want you to know, Joe Gravy, that I get, so because of you, basically, on my TikTok, I get random car videos, and I always think of you. There's this one channel, and all he does is take transmissions of various sizes from, could be from a Ford 350, a dually, could be from a Mazda RX or whatever, and he just brings them in and says, customer states XYZ, and the entire video is just him taking the transmission apart, right? Mm-hmm. And I sit there and I'm like, why am I just like enthralled by this video?
Because it's so fucking fascinating. Have you ever seen, there's another TikTok channel, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, of the Asian dude who brings in cars and he starts off with like, all right, customer states.
Yes. I see that. Yeah. He sits there and goes, okay, customer states, and he goes, but is it really? And he's gonna be like, nope, it's this, and you're like, how the hell does that even happen? It's like,
I'm gonna tell you honestly, 1,000%, that is what every single fucking mechanic goes through. I get it. Yeah.
And see now unfortunately I have drifted to the side of automotive TikTok where they do like the memes, like jumping the battery, and it's the battery on the floor and three guys are hitting it with bats, and you're like, I get it. And then I always comment under there, but I like, excuse me, but I need my tires twerked.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that. I go, hey, I need my tires twerked. Can you do that? And then 2 weeks later, there's a video of like video of like three random white guys in their jumpsuits with shaking their butts. I'm like, thank you. That's exactly what I needed.
Oh yeah, mechanics will do that. Mechanics are like, those are the most automotive mechanics in general are the type of guys you want in your back pocket for absolutely. The hard times, because those dudes will come up with the most off the wall, unhinged, racist type shit that you will ever hear in your fucking life. Oh my God. I have been privy to some hold my beer, watch this type fucking energy that I've got fucking stories. Oh my God. I still remember. And this story takes turns. I was going to a service call with one of my buddies at the time. And it's a gated neighborhood. It's like 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. And we get to this job site. Nobody there. I want to say it was like a holiday or some shit. And, we get there. He's talking to me about what we need to do. I was like, okay. And he randomly points to the house across the street. And he goes, oh, yeah, by the way, that house, that's where Aaron Hernandez was taken when he was arrested. I was like, pause. Wait a fucking minute. How did we get there? Like,
excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
yeah. And so, anyway, he pops with this random ass information. So I was like, okay, sure. Like, we'll just go from there. And then, so we're trying to work on this one piece of equipment, and he goes, okay, well, and he does something with this rag, and he goes, yeah, if you put starter fluid on a rag for a diesel piece of equipment, stick it in where have it on your hand and stick it in where the air filter goes, and then turn it on. Apparently that jump starts the diesel motor. I don't know how, but it worked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said the story takes turns to where you're just like, oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now. So, okay, I've gone down the rabbit hole of the, mechanic TikTok.
Yeah.
And so then of course I get the other videos about trades. If you ever want to see a series of hilarious angry videos, look up left-handed anger. Left-handed anger. Go on TikTok and look up left-handed anger because you'll see all these construction guys and they're mad as hell, and someone goes, remember, left-handed anger, and they switch the hammer and they look like they look totally retarded trying to throw their hammer, and they're like,
I've had to do that like a couple of times because, like, dude, like, being an equipment mechanic, you'll hear shit being thrown because something just doesn't work. And okay, fuck it. We've had a bunch of canceled material before. So I don't know if you've ever ran into somebody who's had one of those like deformed hands where like all the fingers haven't fully formed.
Right.
So I knew this guy. I used to bug the shit out of him, and we got in trouble for talking a few times. And so he was like super pissed off at something, and he had something in his good hand. And I was like, no, bad hand, other hand. And so he like barely gripped it, and he threw it, and it went like a couple inches. and
I'm going to hell. I'm totally going to hell for that. I'm going to hell for that. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
It gets better. Because as I scream that, here comes the owner through the front door.
We are all going to hell. When does the bus get here? I brought snacks.
Well, hey, well. Speaking of bus to hell, man, I've been seeing a lot on TikTok about these 20-year-olds talking about, like, I'm not going to do nothing in the draft. I'm like, so let me get this straight. Just in case there's a draft and you think about dodging it, like, you're telling me that you'd rather be in jail, have a criminal record for this shit, be in there for Lord knows how long, and struggle harder you already struggle now.
Yeah.
Then it's like, I was like, okay. And it's, see, this is why I'm glad I was born in a generation that I was, because Jesus Christ, I cannot deal. Can't deal with this. Can't deal with. You can't deal with Gen Z. You know the funny. And I had this fucked up thought. I had this fucked up thought of, like, I should be happy that Gen Z is this delusional, because that means that millennials like myself, we don't have to worry about being replaced, because our replacements are fucking stupid. Insane.
Oh my God, Jay, we're having is it kind of funny at this point that we have full circle the old man energy, because we used to have the same shit of like, oh, those old people, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of which, because I found a top tier meme, and I think it needs to be discussed since we've already crossed the disabled people are funny and racism's funny type shit. And I need an excuse to put this on the second scene.
Afro Jay, this is your moment to shine, buddy. This is it right here.
I watched that shit, and let me tell you, that shit is funny as fuck. Because if you listen to the diss tracks he made for all of them, he made one of them cry in court too. That shit was funny.
Yes!
That shit was hilarious. Like she was so torn up about it. It was funny as hell.
Yes.
And it was like during the whole court case, he was just like straight up like, you know your motherfuckers are guilty, and I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. And it was funny as hell. Oh my god.
Like, this has so many layers, because I think this has so many layers of how actually fucking awesome this is. Like, number one, he's defended his rights. Number two, he's defended his rights as a black man, and he did it beautifully. And he put a lot of cops who didn't accept accountability in their fucking place. Like, yeah. And it's like, this is the most pure case of defending your freedoms, and it is beautiful. And the fact that he is making thousands, if not possible, millions of dollars at this fucking point. And I'm like, how is this not the thing that we talk about? How is this not the thing that all of these fucking progressives, how is this not a thing? I want to know. Because I'm like, this is the shit that they need to be, like, praising. Like, Jay, you're the token black man. Please explain.
What?
Well, it's okay. Here's the thing. I mean, I think it points out something really interesting. Mm-hmm. I think it points out the fact that stupid is stupid regardless of the skin color.
Right.
And there are plenty of white people that went, yeah, screw them cops. Well done. Right? Mm-hmm. You take that and you flip it around, you might not get the same amount of that. Right? Now, you can claim it's systemic racism, blah, 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 whatever. But I think it speaks directly to something kind of visceral about the average human being like us. You know? Mm-hmm. Pushing back with their skills and talent in such a way that they can literally walk into a courtroom wearing a suit made of American flags, 2 middle fingers in the air, make all the dumb people cry, and walk out be like, yep, America.
I mean, if that ain't the most American fucking thing.
Exactly.
I just don't know what to say. Like, I would say I'm at a loss for words, but I'm not, because that's all I fucking do all day is yap. Figures, typical woman, right? Look, it's part of the woman debuff. Work with me here, fellas.
Not tonight. I'm actually surprised you said the quiet part out loud, because I've heard some of the meetings that you guys, are in. I'm like, ooh, we're gonna get in trouble at the next meeting.
Dude, if I have already made enough posts and I've made enough statements on X and fucking in my streams and shit like that. Like, I should find the stream, because another mutual of mine was like, hey, we're going to look at some of the videos that you've done recently. Why don't you come on in? Number one, this was on St. Patrick's Day. Number two, the whiskey was flowing. I don't know if it's the Irish in me, but whiskey makes me want to fight people. Like it does.
Right.
I just want to fight people. And so I got a little spicy, to put it mildly. Like I think Bill would just been like, well done, young Padawan, well done. But it's yeah.
I just think I think, you know, I think that a lot of what Afroman stands for is a way a lot of people feel, not just black, not just white, not just Hispanic. Is that is it people in power who have the power and can not just in power, but can push the power in a certain direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got a warrant. They came into his house. They trashed the place. They stole $400 and literally got nothing out of it other than a big FU in court.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, the minute the judge said, "Okay, case is over," he's now going to countersue for all damages.
Which he should.
You know,
Which he should.
he should sue the hell out of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you want another example of of abuse of power and the pushback, look up Anna Matson, Matson, and then Holly Home, Michigan. So basically she's a local journalist, and she's trying to figure out why the village is like broke, and so she has submitted a FOIA requests. Well, the village of Holly Home is charging her $700, $800 for these, and more for these requests in order to put up barriers to her getting the information.
Mm-hmm.
So she has sued now, and okay, there's that story. Part of the story is her serving all the members of the council, right? And then her finding, other people have put in similar requests and not been charged a thing. Then she's showing how the council is using its ability to assign, I guess not assign, more designate responsibility to sort of cloud the issue,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's just this overwhelming abuse of power. So she has like literally crowdfunded tens of thousands of dollars to fund these 3 lawsuits that she's filed, and
Right.
and you know she in the end she's going to win. But the fact that, and this what I'm going to say ties back to Afroman. The process is the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
They know they're wrong, but the process is the punishment.
Absolutely.
Because in the end, she's going to get that information, right? In the end, Afroman won, but they're betting that them making the process so difficult and so taxing, and putting up so many barriers that eventually that person will give up, like everyone else has, right?
Right.
But
go ahead.
no, I was going to say, but it's funny how this works.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how you have Afroman, and it wasn't just a social media thing. It ended up on major news networks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw, and I'll have to link it to you guys later. I just saw where he's giving an interview, and you can hear people honking, going, yeah, like in the background, because of the fact that he won this case, and it was such retarded fucking pretenses.
Right.
And
right. Yeah, and see, so it's not that it's right or wrong; it's that it takes 3 years to get to right. Is that it goes back to that saying. It goes back to that saying. The lie goes around the world 90 times before the truth even gets its shoes on.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And that's where I really, really wish people would take an investment and learn about like politics and the law and how these things are so fucking stupid. Like like I tell people, one of my best stories as to why shit like this is so dumb is I had unclaimed property in the state of California. Okay. Which I found out, funny enough, because somebody's like, hey, you have unclaimed property, but if you pay us $100, we'll do all the processing for you. And I was like, I'll look into it. I'm going to see how much it is. And then if it doesn't cost me anything, I'd rather have every single, penny that's allotted to me, right? Yep. So the ETA on it was 3 weeks. I waited 6 months. Okay. And on top of that is when, you get told like, oh, well, there's loopholes and you can file this and you can do that. And I'm like, but that's the problem. It shouldn't be that way. That is too much of a specific department. That is too much government in something that shouldn't take so fucking long. I mean, it's the same thing like with my passport. My passport was supposed to take me about a month and a half. It took me 6 months. Right. And I paid for that fucker to be expedited. Yes. So what the fuck was the point of the $250 extra fucking dollars? Right. God. That I paid for if it was going to take the same amount of fucking time as if I just filed it normally. Right. And so I wish people would understand that, and then like the systemic racism argument wouldn't come up. Right. I'm like, you fucking dipshits, vote for this shit. You guys let this happen because you can't be fucking bothered.
Yeah, Jay.
Yes.
Jay, this is your fault, you know that.
What did I do this time?
You're black!
What didn't you do?
What the fuck does that
mean? Oh, speaking of because you're black kind of moments, I do want to touch on this kind of briefly before we wrap up today. So our favorite voice actor, Mr. If you're not Asian enough to play a character, you shouldn't play the character.
Good old Pro ZD.
Yep. He is apparently going to be voicing Dr. Doom in
the new Marvel game, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I've brought this up a few times where I'm not a comic book connoisseur like you fine gentlemen are. I don't think Dr. Doom is Asian.
No, technically, no, he's not. And I mean, like, even Latvian, that's more European. That's more like Romanian, Transylvanian type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So I believe in Marvel lore, Latveria is like an Eastern European country.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So basically, you're talking like Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Romania, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird because by homie's own logic, it's
exactly. And it's like,
But see, he's the reason why so many voice actors couldn't do the parts that they were meant to do. This is a reason why AI is becoming a thing, is because, well, I don't want to piss off the populace, so I guess.
Right. No, I get it. I think. But this is the funny thing. This is the funny thing. Mm-hmm. Those situations, those statements, all this race baiting stuff. Have you noticed that the overall cycle of it gets shorter every single time?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Have you noticed? And I've noticed this because I work in corporate America. I have noticed a lot less of a focus on bringing your authentic self versus, okay, here are the standards, here's the deadline, go.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't necessarily care what your pronouns are. Yes, be nice to each other. Don't say dumb stuff. Don't pick on each other. Just freaking do the work and stop being jackasses, right? I've noticed that a lot of this race stuff has a tendency to like resolve itself a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's even starting to boil over to like the red pill area. Is that this whole Andrew Tate clavicular even okay, here's one. Andrew Wilson. I don't know if you know who Andrew Wilson is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy from the a whatever podcast who has the beard, who's just this he's this like brutally forthright a guy who espouses Christian values. Okay, and he is completely unapologetic. Okay, well, somebody that had appeared on the whatever podcast called him an outright rapist. She didn't just say it once or twice. She said Andrew Wilson is a rapist. She said that multiple times, right? And it's because he has said, I don't believe in consent the way we currently define it. And he goes on to explain that, his idea of you can't retroactively withdraw consent. It's not how that works.
Yeah,
right?
you can't Emmyroo it.
Right. Well, she pisses me off. I don't want to go down that.
We'll save that for another episode. Yeah.
Right. So, but basically, Andrew Wilson is the guy that everyone claims that they want to be, and he's honest and forthright, and he's very certain of his values and completely unapologetic about it, and is willing to stand up to anybody when it comes to them. And so he is this younger woman has just kept doubling down. He's like, I'm gonna sue her ass. I'm like, sue her, because that's literally the only way that you're gonna solve it, because she's just gonna say random shit, because that's what women like her do. They take these statements, they take a snippet of it, they attach a bunch of they attach a bunch of hyperbolic statements to it, because that's how, even 3 years ago, that's what you did, right? That's what you did. And then people started realizing there's no ROI on this mindset. There is literally no ROI on this mindset. And so I encourage everyone, I believe, General Gravy, that if you look up Andrew Wilson, I believe his YouTube channel, it's called The Crucible. Look up Andrew Wilson. You will like what he does, because he's like based. He's not just based. He's the based of the based.
He sets the standard for based.
Yes. Yeah. So, and the reason I said that is this: he's very open about the fact that his wife had multiple children from different men when they got married. He's very open about the fact that they argued intensely with each other before coming to this conclusion together of how to operate. She operates now in the same space that he does. Okay? And so basically they're the same voice, but from different angles. She's obviously woman. She understands and does all this research. He's the guy side of it. And when you get both of them in the room together, and they're talking about what they talk about, it is really hard to not just sit there and go, you got nothing for these two. You literally
there's
have
no
nothing.
rebuttal. Yeah.
There's right. And that's because she was on Joe Rogan. So I forget her name. Rebecca Wilson, I think that's it. So look up Joe Rogan and her. Rogan and her did this podcast. And she talks about the roots of feminism and the roots of Planned Parenthood, and she goes through, and it's not the standard BS that you get. Rich. saying it was Genesis, blah 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 blah. No, she even goes layers deeper. Look her up. Watch that podcast. It is really, really, really good.
Yeah, I just found it. Okay, I will definitely take a look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what's funny
oh,
with the abortion argument, and I kind of want to end on this. It's really funny how so many people were so devout about Planned Parenthood, and I'm like, if you guys understood, the same thing with NASA. If you look at NASA's origins, for especially who made the rocket project that got us to the moon, it'll blow your fucking mind. Anyway. Oh yeah, well, no, we'll save it for next time because that's a whole rabbit hole we can go down. Anyway, yeah, so we're out of time. I know that was just the strangest segment to end on, but sure, Jan, let's go with that. And we will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Bye bye.